technique you used. Where did you learn it? Oh my God, you are disgusting. LOL. Please stop it. That kind of statement is also making fun of Austin. We are in love with each other. Statements that belittle both me and Austin with baseless assumptions. I really won't forgive you. You can say anything you want. Don't get all upset just because it's true, LOL. That's terrible. I've made efforts to have a good relationship with you until now, but I've reached my limit. I'll talk with Austin. Go ahead. Are you sure? I will tell everything you did to me. Clean the house. Don't leave a single speck of dust. I won't forgive you if it's dirty. I'm Victoria, a 30-year-old woman in the last trimester of pregnancy. As you can see, my relationship with my mother-in-law is the worst. We got married because of an unplanned pregnancy, so my mother-in-law seems to think that Austin has no choice but to marry me. But Austin and I are in love with each other. I am also the mother of my baby. I thought I should be able to understand my mother-in-law, the mother who raised my beloved husband. Up until today, I've been attempting to establish a positive relationship with her. Even if she doesn't accept me now, I always hope we can be a happy family someday. With this thought, I put up with my mother-in-law who was hard on me. But after this, I realized how naive I was. My mother-in-law was an insane person far beyond my imagination. Kids, right? LOL. Actually, Victoria took all the screenshots. What? That's a fake. Yeah, of course it is. And the kids said you were acting weird. What do you know about kids? Don't be ridiculous. Kids are sensitive. You're just going to take the kids' word for it? You can't prove anything about it. Apparently, that wife of yours had a lot of tricks up her sleeve to set me up. I'm the right one. Don't jump to conclusions and accuse me of bullying your wife without any evidence. How about a video? What? The kid with the phone took a video. You in the kitchen, bossing Victoria around. No way. Outwardly, you put on a good face for the relatives. But behind the scenes, you've been mercilessly bullying my pregnant wife. What's the fun in that? You've got to be kidding me. The girl taking the video said you scared her too. I heard you shouting with a voice that echoed throughout the house. But even if we had proof now, if Victoria herself isn't here, there's nothing we can do even if we have proof. What's this about me bullying your wife? Is she going to sue me from the afterlife? Even though those kids made the effort to record videos and provide proof, it's a pity it turned out to be in vain. LOL. When Victoria collapsed, the kids immediately called the adults. They were able to get an ambulance right away. They've been by Victoria's bedside, worrying and crying all along since she collapsed, and they're still there now. What? What do you mean? Victoria. You're no longer his wife, so you're even more irrelevant. What? Dad says he's getting a divorce. What are you talking about? Is he divorcing me? That's impossible. My husband is the only one who will stand by me to the end. I can't believe he's divorcing and abandoning me. Why? He doesn't love you anymore, I guess. At your age, you're giving money to a bunch of men. What? Tony, the male stripper, Nick, the bartender, David, the owner of the beachfront restaurant. Today, too, you left Victoria and the kids behind and made out with that owner. Am I wrong? How? How do you know? You've been spending a lot of money lately, so my dad hired a PI. He said he's going to charge you compensation, too. No way. I can't help it. I can't help sweating on his dark skin and ripped abs. You are disgusting. It's like a brief firework in the playful summer. Why don't you wait until you're single? In any case, it's just too cringe to see an old hag like this. What kind of torture is this, to be shown such a side by someone who is at least connected by blood? Give me a break. No way. What am I supposed to do? Get a divorce at my age? I guess I will move into my relative's house. Oh, the whole family is going to cut ties too. But first, you will get arrested. If you stay in the shabby house, you'll have to worry about your life. Wouldn't it be better to stay in a cage? You don't have to worry about food, clothing, shelter. I don't want to do that. Wait, I'll apologize to Victoria. No need. Please, one word of apology and she'll forgive me. I'm going to throw up. I'm sure the situation will change. I'll protect Victoria this time, and you should never get involved with our family again. I'm blocking you now. Don't do it. Hey, please forgive me. Hi, this is Victoria. I was rushed to the emergency room due to heat stroke, but thanks to the kids, me and my baby were survived. Thanks to the fact that kids nowadays are very familiar with phones, I was able to secure evidence of bullying and they called an ambulance. It's really chilling to think about what would have happened if it had been a few years ago. I asked Austin how it happened after I woke up, and to be honest, I was quite convinced. I don't feel sorry for her at all. Austin filed a police report as he said, and she was arrested at the end. I have also filed a civil claim for damages. My father-in-law also filed for divorce as he said, and demanded compensation. There was no division of property either. Even all their relatives cut off ties with her, and she lost everything. I heard that she said to the owner of the beachfront restaurant, "Marry me when you get out of prison." A marriage proposal from someone in prison? LOL. As for me, I gave birth to a healthy baby boy, and I am now struggling to raise him together with Austin for the first time. When we have our next family gathering, I am looking forward to seeing my baby boy with my 15 kids. I can't wait.
When Sauer and his father came home, Hannah was waiting for them with tears in her eyes. She tried to use tears because she didn't want to leave. But her father, who is always quiet and rarely speaks, got as angry as the devil and started yelling at her. Hannah froze and was kicked out of the house without being able to say anything. Her father also threw all of her belongings out of the house. It seems that her attitude was too much for him. In the end, Hannah had to leave the next day. Maggie returned home safely. She returned a peaceful life with the family. Hannah had living expenses and rent, not making enough to live on. She has been working various part-time jobs from morning to night. My former mother-in-law was a woman who nagged me about male grandchildren and heirs. The Thompson family is not a particularly prestigious family. They have been an ordinary businessman's family for generations. Even though I was treated so harshly, it was very easy to prepare to leave that house. After all, the wife and female grandchild were taught to keep their personal belongings to a minimum. We just had to spend a few days putting our belongings in cardboard boxes and put them on a courier service, and that was all we had to do to move out. I also invited my parents to live at our new place, so I don't have to worry about my ex-mother-in-law Virginie. My daughter and her husband also moved into a new house in the neighborhood. I am now happily working part-time, making the most of my special skills. And at home, for the first time in a long life, I can enjoy the company of my parents and my child together. I am enjoying such a lively single life.
The former CEO of our company begged the board to stay. Now he's working with a title. Nancy was not happy and wanted to get a divorce. But soon, she found out that she was pregnant. She left her job and had no one to help her. Even the former senior director gave up on her. She does not have anyone she can rely on. The other day, I saw her and her big belly husband in town. She did not look happy at all. On the other hand, I took this opportunity to start my own business. With my husband's support, I am enjoying my new job and newly married life.
Linda, I heard you haven't gone home yet. Kevin was worried and called me. Where are you now? What? Oh, it's you. I don't like the idea of Kevin contacting you personally. It's kind of suspicious. Don't be silly. Hey, where are you? On a spa trip. Huh? You mean you're on a spa trip without saying anything to your husband, Kevin? Yep. You know, going out without telling your husband, I think you're the one who's doing something suspicious. You've been married for almost 2 years. I don't know who you're going to the spa with, but it's time you realized you're a married woman. You can't do anything that's going to raise suspicion. If you continue like this, you can't complain even if Kevin divorces you. Divorce? That would be a problem considering my current situation. Your current situation? Oh, it's nothing. But the only person who would suspect anything weird is you. Kevin would never doubt me. He would never ask for a divorce or anything like that. It's true that Kevin seems to have a soft spot for you. Anyway, you should call Kevin. When he called me, he sounded like he was too worried about you. Well, he likes me a little too much and it's a little creepy. Don't talk about your husband like that. Anyway, contact him immediately. Don't ignore his phone calls and texts. Even if you're on vacation, you can do it, can't you? You got it? Okay. Linda, are you traveling without telling Kevin again? What? Oh no, did Kevin call you again? Not just to me. I think he's checking with our parents too. Hey, I told you the other day, you shouldn't do things that worry him. Kevin is worried that you might be involved in an accident or something. He's turning pale from being worried, poor thing. What? Oh my God. He meddles too much in what I do. You're the one who's too indifferent. I think you and your husband need to communicate a little more. Cut it out. You're not even married, so don't preach me. I mean, you still don't know who I'm with? Aren't you with your friends? Nope. Then who are you with? Ha ha ha. Surprise, surprise, it's Tyler. Huh? Tyler? As in that Tyler? Yes, your fiancé, Tyler. I was with Tyler on our trip a month ago as well. Oh, really? You're surprised, aren't you? Of course I'm surprised. You were suspicious of me, so I wondered if you knew about it, but you didn't notice at all, did you? I was so close, though. You're a loser for being cheated on by Tyler, but you're trying to lecture me, and that's so funny. What are you doing? You have a husband, Kevin, so what are you doing? Well, I love your fiancé who is taller and more handsome than my husband. I'll give you my husband in exchange for your fiancé. How's that? I don't want either of them. What? You don't want either of them? You don't want Tyler, let alone Kevin? Nope. Then I guess I can have him. Yay, I win. Declaring victory over my sister, who always acts like a serious girl and who I always don't like. I'm so excited. Just so you know, Tyler is married now. What? To begin with, Tyler and I broke up 2 years ago. What? 2 years ago? What's that? I didn't hear that. I didn't tell you. I broke up with him because he was two-timing me with his current wife. I left him as soon as I found out. He wasn't engaged or married at the time, so I didn't end up being charged for compensation. You didn't realize that we had already broken up? Oh, I see. You had broken up. Anyway, you're in a really bad situation right now. Break up with Tyler as soon as possible. It won't do you any good if you try to continue with Tyler. He's married, so it's absolutely impossible. Well, I'm going to enjoy this trip anyway. What are you talking about? It's funny that you seem to be jealous of me being so popular. What you say doesn't matter to me, because you're a poor single woman and I'm a cute and popular winner. Huh? Canceling on the date is a waste of money. You don't even know what your top priority is. My top priority is a trip to the spa with Tyler. Hey, Linda, you have a husband, Kevin, and Tyler is a married man. Don't you know what this means? If you don't act soon, you'll be in big trouble. You better break up with Tyler. Yes, I'll be fine. Linda, you're on another trip? Huh? Hey sis, what's up? You must have a lot of free time to text me at this hour. Oh, I remember, you were sadly single. Well, of course you have time. Don't be silly. I heard you and Tyler haven't broken up yet. Yeah, we haven't broken up yet. But how do you know? Kevin told me. What? Kevin? Did you tattled to Kevin? No, it looks like your secret was exposed by someone else. What? Well, I couldn't keep quiet either, so I tried to tell him, that's for sure. Kevin seemed to have suspected your affair as of last month. He told me there's no need for you to tell me. I'm working to settle the matter. You didn't think he knew, but he already knew. What? Who in the world would tell Kevin? I think it was Tyler. Huh? Why? Because Tyler is that kind of guy. That kind of guy? You don't know the relationship between Kevin and Tyler, do you? Relationship? They were classmates in high school. Really? I just heard about it yesterday. Tyler was the one who saw Kevin as his rival and was always coming at him. Kevin had lost his girlfriend twice while he was in high school because of Tyler's harassment. The two met again through a business relationship and Tyler found out about Kevin's marriage. So you were the third target of Tyler's plunder. What's that? So, Linda, you had a relationship with Tyler with the intention of harassing me, right? Two people with the same mindset ended up meeting each other and then committing adultery with each other without any romantic feelings for each other. It's just so absurd. Well, I guess you deserve it. Having the idea of stealing someone's loved one would result in a bad ending. Why didn't you tell me earlier? I told you. I told you Tyler was married. I told you to break up with him quickly. You're the one who didn't listen to my advice. Not that one. The relationship between Tyler and Kevin. I told you I heard about it just yesterday. How could I tell you? I'm leaving. What? I'm on the train to the spa, but I'm going home. Come to think of it, Kevin may not be the best looking guy, but he's a great ATM. It no longer makes sense to continue the relationship with Tyler and give up the good life I have now. So, I'm quitting. I'm going back to being Kevin's wife. Oh, okay. Go ahead and try. Sis, do you know where Kevin went? Huh? He's not here. When I came home earlier, all of Kevin's stuff was gone, and the divorce papers and a lawyer's business card were left in the living room. Why? What the hell is going on? Why? What the hell is going on? What part don't you understand? What? Look, Kevin already knows about your affair. Then it's only natural that he wants a divorce, right? You think Kevin would wait around for you after all this time? I don't think so. Can't you think with a little more common sense instead of being selfish? Huh? I already broke up with Tyler, so there's no need for a divorce. It's not right to unilaterally decide on a divorce without even listening to what I have to say. I guess it's too late now. Why? Even if you broke up with Tyler, it doesn't erase the fact that you cheated on him. But I broke up with him. It doesn't erase the fact that you betrayed Kevin. Anyway, I don't know where he went, so there's no point in asking me. He left his lawyer's card, right? If you want to talk about anything more, you'll have to go through his lawyer. Sis, Mom and Dad won't let me in the house. Huh? I didn't want to be alone in my apartment, so I came to Mom and Dad's place, but they've changed the lock on the front door and won't let me in. Why?
Why do you think?
I don't know. Their sweet daughter came home and they locked her out. Why would they do that?
Do you think they still think of you as a sweet daughter?
What do you mean?
Kevin told them about your affair.
What?
Mom and Dad hate that kind of thing. It seems like they feel responsible as parents for raising you up like this. Considering your personality, it's obvious that once you're allowed to stay at their house, you'll be pampered and keep staying there. So Mom and Dad are determined not to let you in their house and to cut all ties with you.
Cut all ties?
Yes, cut all ties. You know what that means? I feel the same way as my parents. Go back to your apartment. It's the only place you can go back to at this point.
Sis, I just came back to my apartment and a lawyer came to see me.
Oh yeah. Isn't that the lawyer whose name is on the business card that was left with the divorce papers?
What? Why is he coming to our house?
Kevin is planning to get a divorce, so his lawyer is going to discuss it with you.
But only the lawyer came. I asked him to let me talk to Kevin, but he wouldn't listen to me. A lawyer is just a stranger. If there's going to be a divorce, I want to talk to Kevin himself, not to some stranger.
Kevin doesn't want to talk to you.
No way! Why do I have to go through this? Sis, oh no!
What is it now?
A lawyer came again, a different guy from yesterday.
Oh, I think it's the lawyer that Tyler's wife hired.
What?
I heard that a content-certified mail was sent to Tyler's parents' house, so I guess it was sent to your mailbox too.
What? What's that?
So that means Tyler's wife is going to demand compensation from you.
Huh? No way! It's not just that thing from yesterday?
Of course not. At least if you had left Tyler when you found out he was married, the amount of compensation might have been smaller, or she might not have charged you. The responsibility is heavy for continuing the relationship even though you knew about it.
No way!
By the way, Tyler was fired from his job for causing trouble to his client's employee. I heard that he was thrown into some construction company to make sure that he would pay whatever was charged.
Oh well then, the only person I can rely on is you.
I mean, why have you been contacting me since yesterday?
Huh?
I feel the same way as my parents. I told you that I was going to cut all ties with you, didn't I?
What? Sis? Why would you say that? You're the only one I can rely on. You understand that, don't you?
To begin with, the reason for your infidelity was to harass me. Although it didn't hurt me because I wasn't Tyler's girlfriend anymore, I despise you with all my heart. I'm honestly sick and tired of having you as my sister. I just want to get rid of you so I can feel better.
No, help me. You're my sister. You're my big sister. You're supposed to help me, right?
You're being selfish again. Think about it a little more. If your sister is harassing you like she's ruining your life, it's only natural that you'd want to keep her out of your life to protect your own peace and quiet.
What?
There's no telling what she might do to you in the future.
Wait a minute, it's so sudden.
I just wanted to let you know that I've moved to a new place because of my job.
You moved?
You can come to my old apartment, but I won't be there anymore.
No way! Where should I go then? I'm going to have to move out of the apartment I've been living in with Kevin.
I don't know. Well, bye-bye. The total amount my sister was charged was over $100,000. This included not only the compensation but also the amount Linda spent from her joint savings with Kevin. When the divorce was finalized after all the discussions, Linda was just in despair. 2 months later, my parents moved to my new place. Linda, who still had a spoiled mindset, started asking my parents for money even though my parents were living off their pension. So I took the initiative and invited my parents to move in, and now they live in the same apartment as me. My parents were fed up with Linda begging for money even though she was their daughter by blood. Now my parents and I can live free from Linda, and we're relieved. When Linda saw that her parents' house was sold, she wailed hysterically at the front door and was reported to the police.
She is now desperately working day and night to pay the bills.
Hey Kate, I heard you are pregnant again. Idiots, indeed, have many kids. Huh? That's a terrible thing to say to your sister. Can you just say congratulations? Why should I congratulate you if I don't want to? You are pregnant all the time. Give us a break. Huh? I don't like kids, so I don't understand it. I don't know what's so great about kids who can't communicate. Our Christmas at Mom and Dad's house will be noisy. We'll be there at a different time this year. You are not allowed to say everything you want. We've been choosing a different time since my first baby was born. I've never brought my kids when you are there. Why do you have to say that? Shut up! My stupid sister who can't do anything but make kids like an idiot. Don't ever depend on us. Don't ever count on us for money or childcare. I've never thought about that. Every time I have a baby, you start acting like a jerk. I need to tell you again and again, I've been away a lot lately. You might ask Susie to care for your kids while I'm gone. I won't do that. My husband and I are capable of taking care of our kids. I'm not going to depend on you and your wife. Remember those words. You are the one who wanted to have children. It's too late to say you didn't want the third one. Kate, it's been a while. How are you with your baby? How are your kids? It's been a while, Susie. We are all healthy and everything is going well. All I have to do now is wait for the baby to be born. You are very relaxed. You know what to do and what to expect. That's so cool. You can never be too careful though. But it's rare to hear you talk about children. You guys don't want children. Well, I've grown up, I guess. I don't hate kids as much as I used to. In fact, I'm interested in them now. I see. So, I have a favor to ask you. Can I borrow your children? I want to try taking care of a baby. What? Your oldest is 5, right? And the middle one is 2. Is he still wearing diapers? Will you teach me how to change his diaper? What's going on? I can't believe you want to raise children. You are so different from before. I'm surprised. I've changed my mind, you know. I saw a movie with a baby in it the other day, and I was influenced by it. I wanted to give it a try. So, please send me your 2-year-old. Rick is out of town on a business trip and won't be home. Susie, I'm glad you're interested, but I can't do this. Huh? Kids aren't toys. It's not something you lend or borrow. If you just want to try, I have to decline. I won't let someone like that touch my precious child. What's with that tone of voice? I know children are not toys. I didn't ask you to give me your child. Besides, I'm your family. I won't even if you are my sister-in-law. Parenting is not a game. You are so stingy. You can't talk to me like that. Just because you have kids, you want to look down on me and make fun of me. I didn't mean it that way. I apologize if my words were harsh. But it's not like I'm trying to look down on you. That's enough. I won't ask you anymore. Your kids aren't even trained properly. I don't even want to take care of your kids. Wait a minute. I can't overlook what you just said. I feel sorry for your children. They are unfortunate to be born to a couple with only high school diplomas. They will have a hard time in the future without any good education. They could have mom and dad with college degrees like us. It doesn't matter how educated the parents are. My husband and I both worked hard to get where we are today. We have a good income. We have enough money to pay for our children's education. I don't want you to assume we aren't. I don't care what the parents think. I'm sure your kids are feeling loser because of their parents. How could you know how our children feel? Everyone is smiling and happy in my house. I'll leave now. Bye. Look what you did. I told you so many times not to rely on us. What? What's going on, Rick? How can you leave your newborn child with Susie? What the heck are you thinking? What? A newborn child? Come and pick up your baby right now. I'll take the baby to the police if you don't come. Wait a minute. What do you mean? A newborn child? What are you talking about all of a sudden? Just hurry up and get your baby. You forced Susie to take care of your newborn baby while I was away on a business trip. I knew you would do this. Huh? Anyway, come here quickly. Your baby was crying all night last night. Susie has been doing this for you for a month. She is falling apart. You're responsible for your child. Huh? My baby isn't born yet. Huh? You really need to calm down. I'm very confused here. What do you mean? It's not due until next week. My long-awaited third child is still in my belly. What the heck are you talking about? Your baby was born a month ago. You asked Susie to take care of your baby. You're the one who's talking nonsense. My belly is still big. I can send you a picture if you want. That's what Susie told me. She said she had no choice but to take care of the baby. You asked her because raising 3 kids is difficult. I will never leave my children that long, no matter how difficult it is. First of all, please check with Susie again. Whose child is that? And why did she decide to take care of a baby? Are you saying that Susie is lying? I'm not lying. That's all I can think of. I'm busy with my children, so if you excuse me, talk with your wife. Why didn't you go along with my story? You could have helped me out. What do you expect me to do? More importantly, whose child are you taking care of? Did you kidnap the baby? Don't be rude. The baby is mine. I gave birth a month ago. What? You and Rick's baby? I didn't know you were pregnant. Actually, it's my boyfriend's child. What? Were you cheating on Rick? I've always had irregular periods. So, I didn't realize I was pregnant until it was too late. And luckily, Rick was traveling a lot, so he didn't even notice my condition. I didn't have a big belly, so I covered it with clothes. So Rick doesn't know anything about this. You had a child with another partner while my brother was away on a business trip? Kinda. I couldn't tell the truth, so I took the kid and ran out. Do you think you keep lying? What are you going to do now? What did you intend to do with that baby? I had thought it over. For now, I'm going to pretend it's your baby. Rick needs to get used to it. I would tell him the truth when he is ready. I'll tell him we are mom and dad now. It's not the truth at all. You are not telling him that you cheated. That's the most important thing. There's no way I can tell you the truth. You should consider my point of view. Why are you mad at me? I thought hard about this, but Rick hates kids more than I imagined. He is very angry now, although I'm getting attached to my baby. Of course, you're the one who gave birth, but this finally made sense to me. That's why you asked me if you could borrow my kid. I could be more efficient if you let me rehearse then. So, what are you going to do now? Have you thought about what to do in case Rick doesn't change? Of course! I'll give this baby to you. What? 3 or 4 kids, it won't make any difference. You can have my baby if Rick doesn't want to keep it. You will be okay with that, right? Huh? Are you seriously saying that? Yes, of course. I don't want to send my baby to an orphanage. I feel more comfortable with someone I know. You are the mom. You should raise your baby. You are insane. But I'm actually at the end of my rope. I didn't realize how hard it is to have a baby. What? Babies are cute, but parenting is tedious. I'd be pleased if you took care of my baby. Then I can visit my kid when I want. You are truly insane. You are seriously an idiot, moron, and jerk. What? Kate? How dare you say such terrible things? You think your baby is cute, but you only want to see your kid when you want? Do you think kids are pets or something? No. Pets are also important family members. You think of children as nothing more than toys, don't you? Wait! How dare you speak to your sister-in-law? Shut up! You don't deserve my respect. I'll tell my brother everything now. Huh? Wait a minute! Don't do this to me! I don't need your permission. Shut up and get the divorce papers ready. Kate, help me. Can't you say something to Susie for me? Huh? I told her everything I needed to say yesterday. She cheated on me and is now like, so what? She doesn't listen to me. What? Is she being defiant? She says it was my fault for making her cheat because I was unwilling to understand her feelings. She wants to have a baby, but I don't. She says I hurt her feelings. It's all my fault. So she wants me to pay the child support. What she's saying is too messed up. Did she ask for child support? That's a scam. She also did my infertility testing behind my back. It looks like I can't have kids. She wants me to pay compensation because she wasted her time by marrying me. Why is she doing this to me? Wait a minute. What do you mean? You can't have kids? Susie says so. I don't know if it's fake or real, but she gave me the test results. It says I'm incapable of having children. Really? Susie slapped me with the test results and divorce papers and left me. She says she will raise the baby with the other guy. She says she didn't love me anymore. Why should I feel this kind of loss? Rick, I need you to do me a favor. Can I stay at your house for a while? What? Why? My house is too quiet. I just want to be somewhere as lively as possible. My kids are here, and a newborn will be here soon. It's a painful environment for you. Well, I have changed my opinion. After I discovered I couldn't have kids, I'm starting to think kids are kind of cute. Oh yeah? I'd be grateful if you let me stay at your place. I'll pay for your living expenses and buy the kids presents and candy. Just ask your kids what they like. I'll take this as an opportunity to know my nephews. No, thank you. You will never come to our house. Stay away from our precious children. What? I won't forget how you made fun of me. You disrespected us a lot. Don't tell me you want to meet of my kids now. I didn't like kids then, but I don't hate them that much now. I've changed. I'm trying to be nice and you're interrupting. I'm not going to accept that excuse. I feel sorry for you in many ways, but I can't accept you. I won't let you near my children. No matter how lonely it gets, you'll get through it alone. Huh? Are you turning me down? Are you going to let your brother live alone and miserable? Hey, stop being so defensive. You're just like Susie. You guys get upset when things don't go your way. We aren't the same. Then take responsibility for what you say. You didn't say a single word of congratulations when my children were born. You told me not to depend on you. So, don't depend on us. You don't have to be so cold. I never thought this would happen. You're the one who has hated, ridiculed, and disrespected children for years. It's too late to say, you didn't mean this. Rick and Susie officially divorced. Susie took her baby to her partner. As soon as she told him about their baby, he disappeared. Susie went to her parents' house in tears. Her parents told Susie and her baby could live there, but they won't help her. They also told her that she had to pay rent. She is managing to raise her child and work at her parents' home. Rick has changed a lot since this incident. He is trying his best to take care of my children. Unfortunately, my kids don't like Rick, and they run away from him. In the end, he spends his days living alone and lonely in the big house.
Hi, Adeline! Oh, Penelope, I was just about to contact you. What are these packages that just arrived? Oh, perfect timing, huh? I'm so glad that you know me so well. It's the language of the outer world, isn't it? It's like we have a telepathic connection, right? We are in fact true sisters. Not really. There's no benefit for us to live there. Oh, I see. That's your real intention. Well, I thought as much. It's a waste of time talking to you. I can't tell who's the parasite here. Oh, it was you, sorry. Don't make such rude remarks casually. Your brother's wife is begging like this, you know? Just say yes. Yeah, right. Absolutely not. I'll send all packages back on COD. Wait! Why would you do that? Hey, Adeline! My packages came back. Why? I said I'd send them back the other day, didn't I? Are you having a problem reading again? Yes? How's it going? Were you able to move in? What the heck is this? Why are your parents here? I thought it was suspicious that your tone changed so suddenly. You set me up. It's so dumb to show up even when you suspect something. What the heck is going on? I thought you might show up, so I had them stake out there. They're actually visiting the city for fun. Oh, man! I also informed the management company and the security guards that if they hear some strange woman shouting, they can immediately call the police. That's ridiculous! Help me! No way! If you cause too much trouble, they'll call the police for sure. Damn it! Please stop. We don't want to have a family member arrested. We have to consider Derek's feelings, you know. Even though he's contemplating divorce, for now, you're still his wife. What? Divorce? Yes, divorce. No way! Why? Shocking, I know. But take a moment to cool down and have a serious conversation with him. No, no, no! So, Penelope caused a huge scene at the entrance of the apartment building and ended up being restrained by the security guard. Even then, she continued to cause a disturbance, so the police had to intervene. Fortunately, there was no real harm done, so she was released quickly. Afterward, she went on another rampage, this time about the divorce from Derek. It turns out that she never did any housework or held a job. Instead, she squandered his income on in-game purchases and socializing with neighbors. Then, due to the bankruptcy of his workplace, she was trying to switch her house from him to me to continue her parasitic behavior. After the divorce, she was taken back to her family but was soon kicked out again. Since then, her whereabouts have been unknown. It's a little scary to think she might be parasitizing someone else now. Daisy, it's been a long time. Remember me? It's Brooklyn. Hey, you there? Give me a reply. Daisy? God, you're annoying. What do you want? Sorry for
out it was your father. I see. So you were plotting for 3 years and trying to get my father to be on your side. You desperate bitch. Huh? No matter how much you wanted to marry me, you can't bring my father into this. Your obsession towards marriage is too much. I didn't mean it that way. It really was just a coincidence. Shut up. I don't care about your lying excuses. I don't have much of a choice but to marry you now. So, go convince my father that I should be the next CEO. Marry me? I'll tell my fiancé what's going on, and she can be my second wife. And you can be my main wife as you wish. You don't have a problem with that, do you? I'll marry you, so go ahead and tell my father that I can be the next CEO. Enough already. I don't even want to be your wife. Who's going to marry you? Don't be silly. Then what's going to happen to me? My father decided I am no longer the next CEO. My life is screwed because of you. Hey, don't take it out on me. Just shut up and marry me. You can buy whatever you want, whenever you want. You want that, don't you? It's not even that anymore. Everybody at the office knows about you and your little co-worker's engagement. How am I going to marry you in that kind of situation? What? What do you mean everybody knows? I haven't told anyone about me and her yet. Actually, I just got an email from your fiancé while working. It said I stole the next CEO from you. An old hag should just give him up already. I don't know if she did it on purpose or it was an accident, but everybody at the office received the same mail from her. What the? The office is in chaos right now. Why do I have to be involved in the middle of you two idiots? What the hell is that stupid bitch doing? Mailing all the employees. I can't do anything to take that back. I agree. So there's absolutely no way you can make me your main wife in this kind of situation. Just marry her as you plan. Well then, I've got a lot of work to do, so if you'll excuse me now. What should I do, Alyssa? I went over to my parents' house today, and they just cut ties with me completely. He said he doesn't want me to be the next CEO when I can't even train my fiancé properly. He wants me to resign from my current position as well immediately. Oh my, Mr. Smith. I wonder if he called you to their place instead of the office because of me. My mother is also against our marriage. No one is taking our side. She wants me to leave home and do as I please. She doesn't even want to see her grandchildren. I can't believe your mother is so angry. I wish you and your girlfriend a long and happy life together. I can't be happy. I worked for my father's company all my life, and now he's suddenly kicking me out. How am I going to live? Where am I going to work to have the same income as of right now? Beats me. Don't ask me about that. And even in a situation like this, my fiancé is talking about the wedding, where we're going on our honeymoon, and so on. She doesn't get the situation at all. She started using my credit card without my permission, saying that my money belongs to her as well. I didn't know she was such a bitch. Oh, you must have been really clueless. She's the worst. I don't need a woman who is clueless or who can't understand what's going on. That's not my ideal wife. But you even gave up your work for her. Don't be so naive. Make her happy. Alyssa, you're the only one for me. Will you do me a favor and start over with me? Huh? I don't care if I can't be the next CEO. I don't care if my father and the others cut me off for the rest of my life. I just want to be with you. No, thank you. What? You're causing me trouble too. At the office, I'm treated like a pathetic woman who's been trashed. I'm busy trying to make my self-image look better again. Oh, I'm going to help you. I'll take care of the house so you can focus on work. I have some money saved up, and I can buy you some nice clothes. Or I can take you to the salon to make you look better. I'm sorry, but Mr. Smith is already taking care of me in that aspect. What? Yesterday, Mr. Smith gave me a special leave. Then his wife asked me to go shopping because she felt bad for me. Then she spent the whole day buying me the perfect clothes and shoes. She even took me to the celebrity hair salon. What? Seriously? I feel like I'm a new person because of her. So please don't ruin that for me. If I look at your face, all my luck is going to disappear. So you're not getting back together with me? We've been together for 5 years. You're the one who made me lose all the love and affection I had for 5 years. Well then, take care. I wish you and your fiancé all the best. After that, surprisingly, he found out that his fiancée got pregnant. So Connor decided to marry her. He told the pregnancy news to his parents, but they have not responded at all. When Connor and his wife visited his parents' house, they rejected them completely. After that, Connor started working for his friend's company. He's making less than half of the money he used to make now. His wife is complaining constantly about her not being able to live luxuriously, and Connor gets angry every time she complains. I heard that the couple is already in a bad spot. As for me, everybody finally stopped judging me, and I am able to concentrate on my work. The other day, I told the CEO that I got a new boyfriend. He and his wife gave me tickets to a luxurious dinner cruise and told me to have fun with him.
Gary, where are you? I see you haven't prepared dinner yet.
Yeah, I've got some errands to run.
Errands? You're always away from home these days.
I'm busy too. Eat your dinner by yourself.
How many times do I have to tell you?
Huh?
I've been telling you all along. You're a stay-at-home husband, right? But I come home from work and there's no food, and you haven't cleaned the house either. You're slacking off on your own work.
Shut up. Why don't you just do that yourself? Just because I'm a house husband, that doesn't mean I'm home 24 hours a day. You're a grown woman. You can take care of yourself.
Then you're not a house husband. You're just a jobless husband.
Then how about this? You work for a big company, and you have a lot of money. Why don't you hire a housekeeper?
What's the point of being husband and wife if I hire a housekeeper?
What do you mean?
When we got married, we made a promise. I'd earn the money, you'd take care of the house. We'd work together to build a warm home. You said that yourself, have you forgotten?
Oh, you're talking about that again? Sure. I said I'd take care of the house, but I haven't been like this forever. I'm just going out because of what I'm into right now.
What are you into? What is it?
I won't tell you. You wouldn't get it if I told you anyway.
You're not cheating on me by any chance, are you?
Huh? Of course not. Women are so quick to doubt like that. If you're a house husband, are you not allowed to have hobbies?
That's not what I'm saying. At least at this late hour, you should be home.
You're making me feel so cramped. I'm a grown man now, okay? I'm not a kid. Don't put a curfew on me.
It's not like I'm putting a curfew. I'm just saying I don't want you to be late every day.
You're such a pain in the butt. I'd rather be alone.
You don't listen to me at all, Gary. Do you hate me? Do you want a divorce?
No one said that.
I'm asking that because you seem to be acting that way.
I have no intention of getting a divorce, so don't worry. I'm just not at home right now because I've made a good friend.
What friend? A guy? A woman?
I don't have to tell you that much. It's my friend, male or female. It doesn't matter.
I hate to say this, but the money you're spending to play around is coming out of my paycheck. What kind of things are you spending it on? I think I have a right to know.
You're so condescending.
To be honest with you, I was actually in the red last month.
What? You're lying. You work for a big company. You must make a lot of money. You can't be in the red.
You haven't forgotten, have you? Whose fault is it that we're in the red? You bought a $10,000 watch because you insisted, and on top of that, we had to pay our rent, living expenses, and all that.
Oh, seriously? I was going to buy a motorcycle this month.
That's impossible. Totally impossible. I may make more money than other people, but there's a limit to spending. You're a house husband. You have to think about the family budget.
Okay. Bye.
What do you mean, bye? Hey, Gary? Good morning, sis. Melissa, good morning. What's up so early in the morning? Anna, I was wondering if you're okay. What? Isn't Gary back yet? That's right. He isn't home yet. I see, that's worrisome. Thanks for dropping me a text last night, too. I had a lot to talk about, and it ended up getting really long. Don't worry about it. We're sisters. We're supposed to help each other. Gary and I have been married for 5 years, but he's been acting strange lately. I get emotionally unstable. I sometimes say things too strongly at him. But you're really lonely, right? I understand how you feel. My ex-boyfriend was like that to me. Oh, your ex-boyfriend. I was in a serious relationship. I was even thinking about marriage, but he had a woman he was in love with. I was the other woman. That's too harsh. It's tougher for you, Anna. He was just my boyfriend, but Gary is your husband. What a considerate little sister. When Mom says she's getting remarried, I was scared of having a new father and a new sister, but I'm glad it was you, Melissa. What are you talking about? We've been together since we were little. I was already in middle school. Oh yeah, you're 7 years older than me, and I'm already 28. Wow, time flies. Oops, sorry for the long text again. I know you're going through a lot of hard times as well. Hard times? Not really. Oh, but after you quit your previous company, you said you can't find another job, didn't you? That's not a big problem, so I don't mind. Are you planning to go back to our parents' house? No, I don't think so. But how are you going to pay the rent for the apartment? I'm sure there's a limit to how much you can scrape together from your savings. Are you getting by? I canceled my apartment. I'm staying at a friend's house and going to internet cafes. I'm doing okay. You're not fine at all. If you want, I can introduce you to someone I know who runs his own company. He said they're short on staff right now. Even if you didn't get a job there, he might be able to introduce you to other companies through his connections. No. I don't need you to take care of me that much. If it comes to it, I can just start a part-time job. I'm more worried about you than that. I think you should think about getting a divorce. Oh, I think Gary takes advantage of your earning money and gets too spoiled. He's letting you work alone while he's playing around and not taking care of the house. He is simply not doing his job. That's true. Besides, I have a hunch that he's having an affair. An affair? With who? That remains to be seen. Then I'll find out. What? You'll find out? How? Leave it to me. I'll make sure you don't suffer anymore. I'll look into it for you. You lay back, sis. I'll take over for you because you're busy with your work. I'll expose the truth. Melissa, you really are a good little sister. It's for the sake of my beloved sister. As a sister, this is nothing. Really, you don't have to do anything, Anna. You can just think about yourself and relax. I'll hire a detective or something. A detective? No. You don't have that kind of money. If you want to hire a detective, I'll pay for it. No, you don't have to do anything. You just wait for my report. I'll look into it. If you insist, I'll rely on you, Melissa. Yep. You know what? Instead of agonizing over your husband's affair, why don't you go out with another guy for a change? What? What are you suggesting? It's fine. If it's just a date, it's not a big deal, right? I'll introduce you to someone nice. I appreciate the offer, but I can't do that. What a waste. He's handsome and tall, and I highly recommend him. You should go on a date with a good-looking guy and make Gary regret. I'm not trying to make Gary regret or anything, but thank you for your concern. I see. You're a serious person, aren't you? I'm sorry for making such a strange suggestion. Take it easy now. Thank you. My sister Melissa was my emotional support at that time. Melissa is the daughter of my new father. We are not blood related, but our bond is genuine and real. Melissa is 7 years younger than me, but she is very strong and always encourages me. However, no amount of reassuring encouragement from my sister can change the reality. The reality is still the same. Even though we have been together for 5 years, my relationship with my husband is the worst. I wonder how long we have been like this. I was discouraged from the bottom of my heart. And although my sister said she would look for the affair partner on my behalf, I was not willing to leave our problems to others. I decided to investigate on my own. I kind of knew myself that I didn't have any love for my husband anymore, and I was planning to divorce him. But before I do that, I wanted to investigate and find out if he was cheating on me. If he was, I wanted to ask him to give me back my money. So I requested a detective to investigate. As a result, I found out a horrifying fact. Anna, you're in danger. What happened all of a sudden? Run away now. Run away? Why? Run away from Gary, otherwise he'll find you. What? What are you saying out of nowhere? Was I playing hide and seek with Gary? This is no time to laugh. Anna, where are you? I'm off work today. I'm hanging out with my friends at a cafe in front of the station. What are you doing so carefree? If you stay in a place like that, he'll find you. What are you talking about? I heard something at our parents' house. If I send her to the other world, a huge fortune will be mine. Gary's after your inheritance. You're joking. I'm not joking or anything, I'm serious. I mean, what do you mean that you heard about that at our parents' house? Huh? Why was Gary with you at our parents' house? No, I mean, oh yeah, he wanted to give some souvenirs from his trip to our parents. Huh? A trip? I don't think he's been on a trip recently. Well, that doesn't matter now. That guy got married for your money. Is that so? That's why I told you to break up with him. I'm breaking up with him. Really? Yeah, there's no way I can stay married to a guy who says he's going to make me go to the other world. That's right. So, you'd better not see him again. Get far away from him before he gets you. Don't worry, I've already taken care of it. Oh, really? I'm glad to hear that. But there's something I have to do before I leave Gary. What's that? I have to ask for compensation for the affair. Oh, don't worry about that. I asked a detective to look into it, and it seems that Gary wasn't cheating on you. I think it was purely for money. No, that's not it, Melissa. I'm claiming compensation from you. Huh? From me? I have to tell you, I was very shocked. I was betrayed by the sister I trusted. Wait a minute. Don't say things that don't make sense. Gary's affair has nothing to do with me. You can't just laugh it off. Anna, are you trying to say that Gary and I are having an affair? That's right. Of course not, don't be silly. I have proof. I hired a detective to record audio. Audio? I wish I could send it to you right now, but the file is too heavy to send on text. What did you record? You and Gary's conversation. You told Gary, leave Anna and live with me. Oh no, there's a reason for that. Don't make excuses like that. And you two were talking about how you were going to take all my money. Then, Melissa, you said, I tried to get Anna to cheat on you with a new guy, but it didn't work out. No, how did you come up with that idea? You wanted to make me cheat on Gary and get compensation? It's not like that. Yes, it is. And Gary got all excited and made a plan to get rid of me, right? Hey, why don't you say something? I'm sorry. I don't want to hear an apology. What did you want? Because I couldn't help it. I fell in love with Gary. But I didn't want to hurt you because I liked you too. I had to make a plan in secret. That's a lie. If you liked me, you wouldn't have done this. Don't say that. If you liked me, you wouldn't have thought of sending me to the other world. I tried to stop Gary's plan. I asked him not to take your life. I begged him. That's just because you didn't want to become a criminal yourself. That's not true. I wanted my favorite sister to live. You're lying. No matter what you say, I don't believe you. Why not? You know best that I'm a good little sister who loves you. I was really fooled. I thought you were a good girl, kind of like an angel. But you were really a devil with a black heart. No, I wasn't. When I was worried about Gary, you listened to me a lot. How did you feel then? Because at that time, you pretended to be on my side and kept listening to me. You're really awful. I'm sorry. It's too obvious. When you texted me, "Isn't Gary back yet?" You were with Gary, weren't you? I can't believe you ridiculed me like that. Don't blame me so much. Gary and I are married. Yeah. If we were boyfriend and girlfriend, we could turn back, but we can't, as husband and wife. Melissa, you said so yourself, right? It couldn't be helped, because I fell in love with the same person as you did. It's just that the person I fell in love with happened to be your husband. Wow, now you're acting defiant. You're totally oblivious to my feelings. You have no right to blame me. Feelings? My lonely feelings. What do you mean? I'm having trouble finding a job, and I don't get along with my family. My savings are dwindling. You're telling me that I can't rely on anyone in such a difficult situation? You've come this far and still you're trying to protect yourself with lies again? Huh? Your job hunting isn't not going well. You're just too lazy to do it. And you say your savings are dwindling, but you were living a pretty good life with Gary's contributions, weren't you? That's practically my money. That's not true. I was looking for a job. Then where did you apply for this year? Well, I applied for ABC Corporation. See, you lied again. What? That company has been in financial trouble lately and they're not hiring this year. But maybe it was somewhere else. Don't you feel pathetic for lying so blatantly? You say you don't get along with your family, but that's not true either. How can you be so sure? Mom told me. I heard that our parents are on vacation right now and away from their house. Mom was happy that you gave her the trip as a gift. She praised you for being a filial daughter. I just happened to win a ticket to a hot spring resort. That's a lie too. You always said you never do sweepstakes because you never win anything. To keep your parents away from home, you gave them a trip as a gift with Gary's money, or rather, my money. Were you going to make out with him while they were gone? You don't have to emphasize my money so much. It's my money. Money I earned by working hard and sweating. No, sis. You're just an office worker. You don't sweat that much, do you? You don't understand anything, do you? Enough, I'm starting to feel like I'm wasting my time. What's with that? It's so annoying. Huh? If you're going to say that, I shouldn't have told you about Gary's plan. You should have just been killed by him. Are you stupid? What? I told you I knew about the plan even if you didn't tell me. As a proof, Gary's already been arrested. What? He's been questioned by the police right now. Police? I thought you were at the cafe. There's no way I'm giving out real information to the enemy. Enemy? Wait, he hasn't committed any crime yet. Why was he arrested? There's such a thing as attempted murder. Will Gary end up in jail? Probably. Otherwise, I'd be scared. No way. Then my plan is messed up. I thought Gary and I were going to live a life of elegance. You won't. You'll have to work. No! Your father is a good man. I wonder why you grew up like this. I'm so sad. Hey, help me! You're my sister. Not anymore. Oh no. In fact, I'm charging you compensation. Just be prepared. There's no way I can pay. You're healthy and young. You can work as much as you want. Don't be spoiled forever. Ah! Stay away from me forever. Goodbye. Wait, sis, please, wait! Gary tried to settle the case, but I refused. In the end, he was sentenced to prison. Of course, we divorced. He'll be behind bars for a while. I no longer have to worry about being harmed by him. Melissa, on the other hand, was cut ties with her parents. Melissa had an affair with my husband and even tried to kill me. Our parents would never forgive her. Gary, her lover, was arrested and her parents abandoned her. Melissa can no longer rely on anyone. So she reluctantly started job hunting, but she could not find a full-time job. She has managed to live on her own by working part-time jobs. Of course, I mercilessly demanded compensation from both Melissa and Gary. 6 months have passed since then, and finally peace has returned to my daily life. I've been single for the first time in 5 years, but I'm busy every day, so I don't feel lonely. I will continue to work at the job I love and walk a new life.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Mrs. Erin Sanders, right? Your actions are obstructing official duties. Open the door right now and cooperate with the investigation.
I refuse. Did you say you're Officer Hughes? Is this some new kind of scam or something? I'm calling the police.
I am the police.
I don't believe you. You didn't even have a police ID. You seemed suspicious. That's why I kicked you out.
Sometimes I forget to bring my ID.
No, that's not possible.
Yes, it is. Don't talk about police matters as a civilian. You don't usually have dealings with the police, right?
Well, no, but... By the way, how do you know my number?
Because I'm the police.
So the police know everything, huh?
It's because you're the mother of a criminal. As part of the investigation, I checked your number too. As I mentioned earlier, there's an arrest warrant for your son for a $5 million fraud. Hand him over now. If you protect him, he'll be arrested too.
A $5 million fraud? That's impressive. I might as well commend him for it.
Huh?
Being able to deceive such an amount, that's amazing in a way. It's like he has some incredible talent.
Are you okay? Praising a criminal is messed up, you know?
Sorry.
Your son is a heinous person.
But it's hard to believe, so I had to make a joke. I don't remember raising him to be a scammer. He has a sense of justice, and I don't think he'd deceive people. I think it's a mistake.
Everyone has a hidden side. Based on the investigation, your husband passed away 7 years ago, right?
That's true.
Maybe that affected him negatively.
What do you mean?
A child without a father often carries hidden darkness in their heart, even if it seems fine on the surface.
Really? He's pretty straightforward, and he has no hidden agenda. In fact, he made a promise to his late father to become an honorable person.
What do you know about child psychology?
Well, what do you know? Don't talk like you know my family. It makes me mad.
How dare you talk to a police officer like that?
I'm sorry.
Just hand him over already.
Well, you see, he's not at home right now.
Where is he?
I don't know. He hasn't come back in the past year.
I see. He must be hiding because he's guilty of something.
What should I do? Is there anything I can do for him?
Good news. The victim is willing to settle.
Oh.
If your son pays back $50,000, they won't pursue it further.
Wait, $5 million reduced to $50,000? They're discounting quite a bit, which makes me even more suspicious.
Apparently, the money involved in that scam is untraceable.
Is the other party also a heinous person?
Well, yeah.
In that case, why not arrest him first?
No, he's technically a victim.
Let's stop this, Officer Scammer.
What?
Do you think I'll be fooled by your story?
I'm a police officer. I don't deceive people. Resisting would be obstructing official duties, you know.
Police officers always have their IDs.
Don't talk like you know things.
I know. I'm a police officer.
What?
Who are you, really?
I'm Officer Hughes.
No, you're not a cop.
What do you know? I'll throw you in a holding cell.
If you can, go ahead and try. You're trying to swindle $50,000 from me. If you're a cop, you should know what crime that is.
There's no crime here. I haven't taken the money.
You don't know about attempted fraud?
I know, but this case doesn't fit that. Because I'm a genuine police officer and haven't deceived anyone.
Alright, you're just going to keep insisting, huh?
Yeah.
Which police station are you from?
Can't tell you.
Normal cops usually introduce themselves like I'm so-and-so from this and that station.
It's a top secret case.
Do you think you can get away with that excuse? My front door has a camera. Got your face on tape and I'll submit it as evidence to the police.
You dare try that and see what happens to you and your son.
Oh, your tone changed. Are you getting nervous?
Fine. The police thing is a lie.
Well, I'm not the police either.
What?
I love crime dramas and watch them a lot. My favorite is Criminal Minds.
You lied?
Well, it's mutual, isn't it? I might have been a bit better at it. By the way, the camera at the front door is also a lie. Got you worked up, didn't I? It's just a little prank.
You're quite good at this.
I'm honored by your compliment. Being praised by a real scammer, that's quite a talent, huh?
My point is clear. Pay up.
Are you acquainted with my son?
I know him well.
My son's in his 20s. How did you meet him? You seem to be in your 60s.
I'm only 42.
Oh, really? Who told you about my husband and gave you my number?
Your brother, the one who loves gambling.
Ugh.
He told me right away. What an idiot.
There's no reason for me to pay you $50,000.
Do you think there's a reason for a thug to commit a crime?
Oh, you're a thug.
Your late husband was a lawyer, right? His fortune should have filled your pockets.
Not exactly filled, but well, kind of.
50,000 ain't gonna hurt you.
It will.
Listen, pay up quickly or your son is in danger.
Do you know where he is? I don't even know.
If I investigate a bit, I'll find his whereabouts.
Oh, are we still playing cops and scammers? Investigation, you mean? Are you going to ask my brother again? Or is there a network of scammers?
Why would I tell you?
Just out of curiosity. Never mind. Anyway, I'm going to start making dinner now. Is it okay if I excuse myself?
Pray it's not your last supper. Huh. Later. Did you come up with 50,000? I've identified your son's location. Hand over the money by tomorrow. If not, who knows what will happen to him. Hey, don't ignore me. You're reading this, right?
Oh, sorry. Still half asleep. Texting me at 7 a.m. on a Sunday. Scammers are surprisingly early risers, huh? I thought they'd sleep in until noon and be lazy.
Shut up. Pay up.
You shut up. I won't pay.
You dare mess with me? Don't try to mimic my tone.
Aw, don't get upset. Just wanted to try playing the villain.
Too late. I've already lost my patience. I just smashed your car window.
Seriously?
You drive a nice car.
How do you know?
You know, humans can't resist fear. If there's an escape, you'll pay. We use that psychology to make money. If you don't pay soon, I'll smash your son's head just like the window.
What a cowardly way of thinking. Are you still human?
I am. That's why harming your son will be the last resort.
Oh, suddenly being considerate. Or is it more like you can't actually harm my son? You still don't know where he is, right?
Next is your pet's turn.
What?
You adore it, right?
He's the banana of my eye.
You mean apple?
If you do anything to Max, there'll be consequences. He's a beloved family member to both me and my son.
It's up to you.
Darn it. Why is this happening to me?
To you, 50,000 is a pocket change. Just pay up and end this. I already cut down 5 million to 50,000. Huh.
I just don't want to submit to criminals. By the way, the 5 million scenario is still alive, huh? It's a bit too exaggerated, don't you think?
After 5 million, 50,000 feels like a bargain, right? In this world, it's about using power and brains cleverly. You may not understand, coming from a sheltered background, though.
Why don't you use your brain for a decent job?
You seem to enjoy provoking me.
Oh, can you tell?
People like you who sit on high chairs looking down often need a reality check. Didn't want to do it, but oh well.
What are you going to do?
Max, right? I'm taking him with me.
No! What do you mean? What are you going to do to him?
I was thinking of letting you off with just the car window, but you pissed me off.
Leave Max alone.
In exchange for 200,000.
200,000? Weren't you asking for 50,000 earlier? Why is it 4 times now?
Because you pissed me off. If you think Max's life is worth that much, you can pay, right?
Where should I transfer the money?
No way I'd do something that leaves a trace. You go to the bank, withdraw the money, and bring the cash.
Where should I go then?
Go to your church after withdrawing the money. I'll give you further instructions from there.
Instead of such a complicated method, let me just hand it over and be done with it. I'm worried about Max.
It'd be bad if the police were tipped off and staked out, so I'll take extra precautions.
Is that what you called brains earlier?
Don't you dare try to trap me. Next time it won't end with a pet. If you act up, I'll bring a hammer and crack your son's head.
Understood. I'll do as you say.
Go and get the money this morning. I'll contact you again in the afternoon.
Got it.
Are you at the church? When it hits 2 p.m., head inside. Make sure you take the money with you.
Got it.
You haven't told the cops, right?
I haven't. Is Max okay?
That depends on your actions from now on. Haha.
It's 2 o'clock now. I'm heading inside.
Go to the ladies' room, the last stall in the back.
I'm here. But how safe is this from a security perspective? Anyone can come in here.
Shut up. Just go into the last stall.
I'm in.
Put the money in the bag I left there.
Oh, in this nylon bag? I've brought it in my own bag, you know. You want me to transfer the entire 200,000 to yours?
Of course. What's the matter? Don't tell me you put a GPS on it. Huh.
No.
By the way, I've got someone inside the church. If you do anything unnecessary, the deal's off. You know what'll happen to your dog, right?
Okay, I'll put it in. It's nerve-wracking to handle 200,000 in a place like this.
Don't worry, my guy's watching to make sure no one else takes it.
Thanks for that. Okay, I'm done.
Come out of the church with the bag.
Oh, I'm not leaving it here?
You got cops coming there or something? I can see through what you're thinking, you know.
You're quite sharp. I give up. I'll obediently comply.
There's a shopping center across the street.
Yeah?
Go to the front of Starbucks on foot.
Okay, wait a moment. I'll move now. Alright, I'm here. What's next?
Look inside the big flower pot. There's a key there.
Is this a car key?
Turn around and look directly straight to the parking area.
Okay.
There's a black Prius parked in the second row, right?
Oh, yeah, there is.
Unlock the car with that key. Put the bag on the rear seat. Place the car key on top of the front tire.
It's like a movie. This is thrilling.
Shut up and do it already.
I put it in the back seat.
Alright, now run back to the church.
Can I just walk fast? I have back pain.
Move as fast as you can and don't look back. Tracking the car is pointless. I'll switch soon. Got it?
Understood. Where's Max?
Tied up on the tree at the church parking lot.
Phew, I'll go get him right away.
Good job. The deal is complete.
Well then, goodbye.
Hey, wait.
What's up?
Got a call from my guy. He says there's no money in the bag.
Really? Then what's inside?
It's filled with a bunch of playing cards.
That can't be right.
What have you done?
Did your guy betray you?
No way.
That's weird. Funny things happen, huh?
It's you, isn't it?
Oops, busted.
God darn you. You don't care what happens to the dog?
I've already taken care of him. You messed around with me, pretending to be the police, kidnapping my dog and making threats, you know. It's going too far for a joke, don't you think?
I'm serious about this.
Oh my god, that's embarrassing. It's not something a 42-year-old temp worker would seriously do. Mr. Ivan Hughes.
How do you know my name and job?
I used my police authority and information network.
What? You said you were not a cop.
That was like pretending to tell a lie but actually telling the truth, you know?
Confusing. So what are you then?
Oh, I'm a police officer. By the way, the camera at my front door is real too. I've already submitted the footage, analyzed it, and identified you from there. I also know your home address. You willingly revealed your age.
Got me.
By the way, the car you smashed the window of, it's not mine.
But it was parked in front of your house.
It's my in-laws' car.
Seriously?
And the dog you took is my mother-in-law's beloved pet, Chocolat. Max is the parakeet I have at home.
I assumed it was a dog.
If something happens to Max, my son will be furious when he returns. He cares more about him than I do.
Wait, so you don't care if something happens to your son?
Huh?
I know where he is, but you don't, right? He's probably run away from home. If you don't want his head bashed in, let me go.
True. I don't exactly know which continent he's in right now.
Continent?
He's been on a military mission overseas for 3 years.
Military?
He left a year ago, and I don't know where he is now. He should be where he's needed, serving our country. You were making a big deal about identifying his location, but you didn't know? So you lied about it too.
I thought he must be somewhere in the country. I wasn't told he was in the military.
Well, I never mentioned it. He wanted to protect people in a different way from his lawyer, dad, or police officer mom, so he joined the military. He has a stronger sense of justice than anyone, so he wouldn't do something like a scam, you know.
Ugh.
By the way, my father-in-law is an active police officer, and my mother-in-law is a professor at the police academy.
Oh, a family of cops, unexpected.
You're not my son's acquaintance, are you? Why did you try to deceive me?
Your house is the biggest in the hood. Your neighbors told me your late husband was a lawyer, so there should be a hefty inheritance. I thought I'd try my luck.
Gotta set the record straight with the gossiping neighbors later. So you were tailing me.
I noticed you often meet with the same man, so I took the chance to approach him. Turns out he's your brother. I pretended to be a high school classmate to get your contact info.
I suspected it might be something like that. By the way, my brother isn't a gambling addict. He's a police officer, probably on an investigation.
What?
You looked like a thug with a rough appearance, so he judged that you might cause trouble and gave you my number, which he normally wouldn't do. He said, now it's up to you to deal with him. He thought it was hilarious.
Even your brother? What's up with that?
We're a family of cops. Didn't you say so yourself earlier? Well, my late husband and son aren't police officers, but they each uphold justice in their own way. In the typical sense, it's crazy for a brother to involve his sister in danger. But we're pretty unique. The culprit practically walked into our lives, saving us the trouble of an investigation.
Well, you didn't fall for it and weren't harmed in any way after all.
That's not true. Those playing cards are a precious keepsake from my late husband.
Okay. I'll just leave them at the church. I don't need this stuff.
Please do.
Okay then, bye.
Wait.
What now?
What do you mean, what now? Come out of Starbucks.
Oh man. I took precautions against GPS tracking.
Don't underestimate police surveillance. The moment you were caught on my entrance camera, you were done.
Jeez, to think I tried to scam the police?
How much have you managed to pull in from your scams until now?
Not sure.
I'll find out anyway. Looks like you're in for a long stretch.
How did it come to this?
Because you tried to scam me, idiot.
Ugh, darn it.
Hughes and his accomplice tried to barricade themselves in Starbucks, but the police raided and both got caught. The total amount of scams revealed in the subsequent investigation was a whopping $1 million. It's strange how such a dumb criminal hadn't been caught before. Previously, he targeted only the elderly. He would pretend to be their family member to swindle money or take advantage of their goodwill. When he got laid off from his job, he decided to make a living solely through scams. He chose me for his first crime. He's charged for the previous scams he's done, as well as kidnapping Max and breaking the car window, and received 10 years in a correctional facility. I hope this despicable scammer reflects on his actions behind bars. When my son returns from his overseas deployment, I'll share this story with him.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Janet, can I have a word? You're not busy, are you? Mom, I'm doing my homework right now. I want you to go to the supermarket right now to pick something up for me. But I have homework. You can do that later. That's not how it works. I have to turn it in tomorrow. I don't care about that. You have to prioritize what I ask. But You're not smart enough to go to college. There's no point in studying. That's not true. Studying is important. Besides, I got full marks on my exam the other day. You were just lucky. I mean, didn't you cheat? That's terrible. I don't cheat. What's the point of studying if you're fat and ugly like you? You won't get a good job anyway, and your future won't look so good either. But don't complain. If I tell you to go to the store, you go. I told you to prioritize what I say, right? Okay, what should I buy? Good. That's my girl. I'm going to send you a list of things I want you to buy now, so make sure to buy everything I'll list. Okay, Mom. I'm warning you, you can't get away with buying sweets behind my back. I understand. Janet, I hope you finished your errands. Yes, I did. I just came home. I hope you bought everything I asked for. About that, I couldn't buy beer. Huh? Why not? I was told at the supermarket that they couldn't sell alcohol to a minor, even if they were only running errands. They said I needed an ID to buy alcohol. You really are useless. If they won't sell them to you, try another store. Show a bit of initiative. I'm sorry, but even if I went to another supermarket, they wouldn't sell alcohol to kids. I think it would be better if you just bought beer. Huh? Are you trying to tell your parents what to do? That's not what I meant, but... That's enough. I'll buy the beer myself, so go make dinner. What dinner? Of course. You never seem to be very busy anyway. You can at least cook dinner. I have homework. I told you to do it after your chores. I can't. If I don't turn it in tomorrow, I'll be in trouble. Who cares? If you really have to do it today, you're going to have to pull an all-nighter to get it done. Oh no. Hey, can't I ask my sister to do it? Huh? She's been playing games all day. She doesn't seem busy. Don't be ridiculous. She studies hard at school. Let her have fun when she's at home. I work hard at school too. Can't you listen to your mother? I'll kick you out of the house if you keep talking back. I'll make dinner. Good. That's my girl. Janet, what are you doing now? I'm just doing my homework. Maybe you're going to ask me another errand? No, I'm not. Pack your things right now. What do you mean? Are we going on a trip? No, we aren't. You're going to your uncle's house. Uncle? It's my brother Zach's house. Uncle Zach and Aunt Julie. You remember them, don't you? I remember them. They used to play with me when I was little. I love them. Then there's no problem. Clothes, underwear, pajamas, school bag, textbooks. Anyway, pack all of your things in a cardboard box. Okay, but is it just my stuff? Don't I have to do Mom's and Mary's stuff? You don't have to do that. You're the only one going to your uncle's house. Huh? Janet, you're going to live with them. Why? Why am I going to be living with them? That's because we don't need you. What? You understand, don't you? We are a single mother family and have no money. I can't raise 2 daughters. So I'm going to stay at their house for a little while? Huh? It's not a sleepover. You're going to live with them forever. Am I not going to live with you anymore? Who's going to take you in? All I need is your pretty sister. I don't want an ugly daughter. Huh? To be honest, I didn't intend to have you in the first place. My ex-husband cheated on me when I was pregnant with you. But since the pregnancy was already weeks along, I had no choice but to have you. Your sister was a pretty little girl, so I thought you must be the same. But when you were born, I was so disappointed. You didn't look anything like her, and you looked like a pig. I don't need a fat, ugly daughter. That's terrible. Well, it's your fault for being born that way. You should live as their child from now on. They are suffering from infertility. Even a fat, ugly girl like you, they will love you. Wait a minute, Mom. I don't want to do that. I want to live with you guys. I don't want to live with you, you fat bitch. I regret it so much that I wish I never had you. If you were beautiful, I would have made you and your sister form a sister unit and debut in the entertainment industry. With that looks, it's going to be tough to get a regular job, let alone in the entertainment industry. My daughter is your beautiful sister. You're not even good for money. You're fat and ugly. Get the hell out of here. I understand. Don't ever show up again. Even if you get turned away, there's no place for you to come back to. Janet, I just finished work. I'll hurry home. I'm thinking of buying some food for dinner on the way. Is there anything you want to eat? Not really. Okay, well then I'll get a cake for dessert. What kind of cake do you like, Janet? No, I'm good. Huh? Don't you like sweets? Well, I don't want you to waste money on me. What are you talking about? Don't be shy. No, it's okay. If you're going to buy it, just get you and Zach. Huh? I'd feel bad if you get a cake for me. You let me stay at your place. You don't have to worry about that. We are going to live together as a family. You're not a guest. No. Janet? I will behave myself and not cry. I try not to be selfish. Listen, that's not something a child should say. Don't tell me your mom told you to say that. I was told to never cause trouble. She said that if you abandoned me, I would have nowhere to go. She told me to behave myself if I didn't want to be homeless. That's why you said you try not to be selfish? Janet, from now on, we are your father and mother. Kids should be noisy, and it's okay for them to cry whenever and wherever they want. It's okay to be selfish. We won't abandon you just because of that. But I'm fat. You might hate me someday. That's not gonna happen. I know how bad your mother treated you, but I won't let you feel that way. You'll spend every day smiling and enjoying your life. Thank you. But aren't you troubled by having a child like me forced upon you? I'm not as beautiful as my sister. It must be embarrassing for you to go out with me. Janet, you were told so many terrible things by your mother that it is understandable for you to lose confidence in yourself. But you are very charming. Actually, my husband and I were looking forward to having you. What? Maybe your mom told you about this. Zach and I couldn't conceive, so we decided to adopt a child, and we wanted it to be you. Why me? You probably don't remember because you were still in preschool. You saved me once back then. Huh? Your mom and other relatives blamed me for not being able to have children. I just started to cry, but you comforted me. You ran up to me and hugged me. You told me not to cry. I was so happy. I don't remember that at all. Did I do that? Even if you don't remember, we know how wonderful you are. That's why we're so happy to be able to live with you. I know it's hard not to be shy, but let's spend a lot of time together. Live happily. Yes. Well then, Julie, I want to eat chocolate cake. Okay, I'll go buy some. Janet, it's me. It's your mother. Has it been 18 years since we separated? I'm sure you've become a fine lady by now. Huh? Mother? How are you? What do you want? Oh, you're so cold. I've reached out to you. I'm sorry, but I'm busy. If you don't have anything special you needed to talk to me about, let me excuse myself. Wait a minute. We haven't talked for 18 years. I don't have anything to talk about. Well, I do, so don't go yet. What? Please be brief. Janet, you're amazing. I heard from a relative that you're working for a big company now, and you have the highest income among my relatives. You went to the trouble of contacting me after 18 years just to tell me that? I'm busy working for a big company, as they say, so I'll see you later. Wait, I still have something to tell you. What? I'm getting remarried. He's a nice guy, soft-spoken and kind. He's younger than me, good-looking, and he's a business owner. Isn't this amazing? It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Well, that's great. Congratulations. Thank you. And as a matter of fact, we're going to have a wedding. You'll be there as my daughter, right? I'll send you an invitation later, so you'll definitely have to attend. No, I don't understand why I should be invited. What? You have another beautiful daughter you're proud of. I don't think you need to go out of your way to invite me, who you put up for adoption. That's not true. Even though I put you up for adoption, you are still my child. I would love you to come to my wedding. Excuse me? What on earth are you up to? You kicked me out of the house after cursing me for being a fat pig and a spoiled brat. And now you call me your child? I'm not happy at all. My sister became a model, right? As long as she comes to the wedding, isn't that enough for you? She isn't a model anymore. She's unemployed now. She used to make money as a child model, but that's it. As she grew up, she started to look like a regular person. Because she was so smart, she didn't study hard. Her grades kept dropping, and even when she tried to get a job, she was rejected on the application screening. But you work for a big company, so you must have plenty of money. You'll probably pay for your mother's wedding. I'm sure you'll give me a big money gift too. Aha. We haven't seen each other for 18 years, and you must have a lot to talk about. Let's reunite at your mother's wedding. Okay, let me get this straight. Don't cry. Huh? Who's going to your wedding? Huh. I know you're trying to invite me because of the money. Our relationship ended a long time ago. Don't act like you're my mother. Who do you think you are? I invited you to your mother's wedding. You're my daughter. You're supposed to be there. Who the hell is your daughter? Huh? Don't get cocky just because you work for a big company. Whether I abandoned you or put you up for adoption, I am your mother. I gave birth to you, and that's why you're here now. Don't you ever think of repaying me for giving birth to you? You should attend your mother's wedding with a big money gift. My mother is not you. Huh? My mother is Julie. Don't act like a mother when you treated me like I was worthless and threw me away. What are you talking about? She's just your foster mother. I gave birth to you. I am your mother. Just giving birth to someone doesn't make you their mother. It's how much you loved and cared that counts. Don't act like you're my mother just because you gave birth to me. You're not my parent. Hey! Whatever you say, my mother is Julie. I won't even reply if you send me an invitation. Wait, Janet. You don't have to come to the wedding. Can you just give me a money gift? Don't be ridiculous. Don't ever contact me again. Janet! Janet, I just got a call from Susan. I was so moved that I cried. Huh? What's going on, Julie? She told me that you called me a mother. That made me so happy. Because you are my mom. I was fat and ugly with no self-esteem, but you turned me into a vibrant girl. I owe it all to you and Zach. I call you two by your names just because I'm used to it, but I think of you as my parents. Janet, you're so sweet. What should I do? I can't stop crying and my makeup is going to get messed up. Oh my God, I'm on the train and I'm so embarrassed. Julie, calm down. I can't introduce you to my fiancé if you're like that. Huh? Fiancé? Actually, there's someone I want to introduce to you and Zach. He wants to visit you to talk about our marriage. Can we do that this weekend? Oh my God, I'm crying more and more. I'm sorry. I guess I shouldn't have said that now. It's okay. I don't worry about my makeup anymore. My little girl is getting married. I'm going to tell Zach right now. Janet, please pick up the phone. Or just reply. I need you to help your mom. What do you want? I told you not to contact me again. Do me a favor. If it's about your wedding, I'm not going. Don't talk about it now. The wedding has been canceled. Huh? Why? My fiancé cheated on me. Oh my. And of all people, with your sister. Because of that, our marriage is off the table. Wow. She made a move on your fiancé? Unbelievable, right? But she's saying that I got cheated on because I'm fat and ugly. She ruined my engagement, but she shows no remorse for what she did. That's tough. Yes, it's a tough situation. So please, Janet, please take your sister in. What? She doesn't want to work at all? Even if she can't get a full-time job, she should at least get a part-time job. She says she's beautiful and she's going to be a wife of a millionaire. So she goes to all these blind dates looking for a rich man. And now, she's even got her eye on my fiancé. I can't take it anymore. That's why you want me to take her in? I don't want her either. What are you talking about? She's still your only sister. Don't shift the responsibility to me. You raised her. You should take responsibility. You work for a big company and have a lot of money, don't you? Then it's easy for you to support your sister. If she stands in my way, I don't even need her anymore, even if she's beautiful. I'm going to put it all on you, so please do something about it. I really don't know how she grew up like that. I want to see her parents. It's you. Ah. Because you raised her. She's crazy, but you deserve it. Huh? What? Are you saying it's all my fault? I loved her and tried my best to raise her. Maybe you didn't love her the right way. Huh? Anyway, it's none of my business. I won't take her in. Don't contact me ever again. Hey, you're abandoning your own parent. Bitch! You abandoned me first. Okay, I'm cutting you off. We were done a long time ago. I guess this is goodbye. Susan tried to contact me many times, so I blocked her. Rumor has it that she has registered with a marriage agency to find a partner. Even though she found a good partner, she was soon interrupted by my sister. She is at a loss. She feels that living with my sister is too much for her. She has asked her relatives to take my sister in, but they have all turned her down. Well, I don't think anyone would want to take her in, even if they get paid to do so. As for me, I was able to introduce my fiancé to Julie and Zach the other day. We are planning to register soon and hold a wedding ceremony this year. I am sure that Julie will cry a lot at the ceremony. I can only thank Julie and Zach for raising me so lovingly.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.